Hello guys, hello my dear friends, and welcome to my new video. What do you think is the most important aspect of every video you make, and how do you go about finding it? Epic transitions, lighting, or how about directing? No, f that! I'm gonna tell you today what is the most critical element of any video you make. And every beginner videographer neglects this thing. They don't realize that this is requirement for every video. And why? Why nobody is talking about that? This is the first thing you should know in filmmaking. The main goal of every video you make is to evoke an emotion, a strong emotion. Please, just remember that once and for all. And what determines whether the video is good or bad? The stronger the viewer's emotions are, the better video is. Okay, now that you understand that every video purpose should be to evoke a strong emotion, let's figure out how to do that. Now I will quickly explain to you some of the tools that will help to enhance an emotion that you are trying to convey with your video. The first important thing that helps to enhance your viewer's emotions is music choice. Audio is half of the viewing experience. What people hear tells half of the story and creates half of the emotions. Find the perfect song that helps bring out the emotion in your footage. Visuals and audio should complement each other and bring out the same emotions. For example, in our last commercial, the first emotion we are trying to convey is sadness. An old grandfather is sitting alone in grief at night, and we are enhancing our visuals with slow and sad song. But here, otherwise, everybody is happy, the sun is shining and the whole family is smiling. And of course, to enhance that happy emotion, we use really bright, touching and positive song. The second important thing that helps to enhance your viewer's emotion is pacing. Does the flow of your edit match the music and emotion you're trying to create, or does it distract you? For example, when you create wedding video, usually your music is slow and romantic. I usually pace wedding videos much slower, utilizing slow motion, and usually the clips are much longer than other types of videos. Whether for action sport videos, I usually speed up the pacing either with faster cuts or faster camera movements, set to faster pace music. So make sure your pacing matches the music and emotion you're trying to create. The third important thing that helps to enhance your viewer's emotion is color. I won't go too deep into color theory, but basically using different colors can manipulate your footage to convey different emotions. For example, warmer tones convey happier, lighter emotions and could be seen in romance movies. Cooler tones convey more dramatic emotions and used in thrillers and horror movies. Desaturated colors convey dead, lifeless emotion and are often used in apocalyptic films. Vibrant, saturated colors convey a feeling full of life, and they are used in comedies or more light-hearted and upbeat films. And of course, the famous orange and teal look. That would give you that epic Hollywood look. Okay, the fourth important thing that helps to enhance your viewer's emotion is lighting. For example, in that scene with grandfather, we used this huge outdoor lamp that created that warm and soft summer look. And otherwise, in that interview we used that dark contrast lighting because it was an interview with a murderer and we wanted to make that guy even creepier, seriouslier, and to make his stories about murder even more dramatic. The fifth important thing that helps to enhance your viewers' emotions is camera angles. There are 9 basic camera angles: wide shot, long shot, medium shot, cowboy shot, close-up shot, extreme close-up shot, low angle shot, high angle shot and Dutch angle shot. Different camera angles are essential in conveying different emotions. For example, the Dutch angle shows that something isn't quite right, basically giving the feeling that the world is on its side. Dutch angles can be artfully utilized to tell us that something is wrong, that the subject is in danger or their state of mind isn't right. Wide shots can be used to portray emotions like loneliness, insignificance, or the feeling of being removed from the action. Tighter shots are usually used for important, intense, or intimate stance of dialogue or action. And last, and I believe the most important aspect, is storytelling. Storytelling, as they teach in film school, can generally be broken down into 5 stages. Stage number 1, intro or background, part of the story that introduces the time and place of your story. This is where you provide key detail that helps to give context to what your story is going to be about, and also when you create an emotional connection to your main character or subject. Here it is also important to evoke an interest of your viewer and to give them a reason to watch until the end. Stage number 2, rising action or conflict. This is where your subject is presented with a new situation or challenge to be overcome. This is the part that builds interest, leading your viewer to want to see what happens next. Stage number 3, climax. This is the climax or the pinnacle of your story. This is where you want to evoke the most emotion, or your hero has the final battle, or you have the most amazing shot in your video that takes the audience's breath away. Stage number 4. Falling action. When your audience has seen the climax of your story, what will keep them watching until the end of your video? What can you do after the climax to keep your energy growing and keep your audience engaged? Stage number 5. Resolution or outro. Sum up your video and make your audience feel resolved. Show the end results. What is the character's life going to be like after they overcome the conflict? Personally, I do not always use 5 of these stages, but I definitely use at least 3 of them. And my last advice for you is always ask for feedback. Sometimes you can really stick to your edit and your vision can be washed out. Show your video to your friends and then ask, how do you feel after watching it? And what could change to make my video more emotional? Okay, now that you understand that every video's main purpose is to evoke strong emotions, and now you know what tools you can use to do that, let's quickly analyze my latest work and I will show you how I'm applying all these aspects. You have already seen wedding video example where I used exactly these 5 stages of storytelling. Now I will show you another one. Let's look at this commercial I made for Lounge 505 bar. Their idea was to create a small 1-minute ad and also make an overview of the party they organized. They had invited a famous Estonian rapper. Now you can see the intro stage of this video. With the first wide shot I'm showing the place. Then I provide some interior details and the viewer starts to understand what this video is gonna be about. And of course, with this fast and cool transition, I immediately grab the attention of the viewer, which is really important in social network ads. Now you can see the second stage, rising action. Suddenly there's smoke everywhere, you see just silhouettes and it's really interesting what will happen next. And now is the climax. I'm revealing the main character, famous rapper, everybody is dancing and having a great time. Now is falling action. I'm showing some beautiful shots of everything that happened on that event. And of course make an accent on drinks also, because this is an ad for a bar. And now you can see the fast resolution. I just sum everything up, dancing, rapper, new meetings and of course drinks and the logo of the bar. This video was made for a younger audience who frequented bars. That's why I use some fast cuts as well as some crazy and unusual transitions. And also use chill bar music because I wanted my audience to feel that party vibe. And even my YouTube videos have almost the same structure too. In the intro I'm instantly grabbing your attention and saying what are we gonna talk about in that video. This can be intro and rising action both. Then I usually get straight to business and give you information about what you have been waiting for. This is the climax. Then is falling action, where I usually give supportive information. By the way, what you are watching right now is the falling action stage of the video. And then comes the resolution. I usually sum everything up, make a call to action, for example, to hit that subscribe button and give you some motivation that after watching you would feel inspired and ready to take actions, ready to grow. And now comes the outro part of this video, so listen carefully, I will sum up everything. So guys, now you understand that every video you make must evoke a strong emotion, and you know what tools you can use to do that. When planning your next project, shooting and editing, always ask yourself, what emotions do I want my audience to feel? And think about what tools you can use to help your audience feel that specific emotion. What tools you can use to enhance these emotions. My dear friend behind this screen, what are your emotions right now? What are you feeling? Motivated, inspired, or overwhelmed with all this incredibly useful knowledge? I hope you are feeling inspired and ready to improve your videos and to create an absolutely insanely perfect works, and you are ready to grow as a filmmaker. If you are feeling that way, my mission is perfectly accomplished. Hit that subscribe button, like and comment, and I will know that my 3 days of researching and scripting, 3 hours of shooting and 6 hours of editing wasn't wasted. And I know that it was definitely worth it if it was useful for you.